Hey guys, and welcome to Fright Night. Well, today's movie is about one of my favorite movies of all time. It's, in my opinion, one of the best horror movies in the 1980s, and one of the best vampire movies of all time. And they have a remake of this movie coming out next month, which I'm a little worried about, but I'm going to see it regardless. And you've guessed it, that movie is none other than Fright Night. Yes, Fright Night. This movie came out back in 1985. It was directed by Tom Holland, who directed movies like Child's Play, Thinner, and he also wrote Psycho 2. And I think this is one of his best movies of all time. And if you don't know Fright Night, then you are crazy. This is definitely a very well-known 80s horror movie. It has a really good cast too. It has William Ragsdale, Chris Sarandon, Amanda Beers, Stephen Jeffries, and Roddy McDowall. This movie's about this kid who's 17 years old. His name is Charlie Brewster, played by William Ragsdale. He's a high school student, and he's a fan of this TV show called Fright Night, which is hosted by Peter Vincent, the great vampire killer, played by Roddy McDowall. And a funny thing, I always watched Roddy McDowall in the Planet of the Apes movies, and see him playing a vampire killer, that was really cool. So anyway, Charlie has this new neighbor moving in next door, which is a strange guy that goes by the name of Jerry Dandridge. But he never sees Jerry during the daytime, he only sees him at night. And ever since Jerry moved in, there's these people disappearing, and he's been spying on Jerry, looking out through his window, and he sees Jerry, he's going to have sex with this one girl, and he sees Jerry has fangs and he bites her, so now he believes Jerry is a vampire. So he tries to convince his friends, his girlfriend Amy, played by Amanda Beers, and his friend Evil Ed, played by Stephen Jeffries. And I just gotta say, Stephen Jeffries did a really good job at his role. He was definitely very weird in this movie, and overall, very good actor in this movie. This is a movie that he was very well known for doing. This and a movie called 976 Evil, which I'll probably review one day in the future. So he tries to convince his friends, but they all think he's just crazy. He's just weird. They don't believe him. And so, he tries to prove that he's a vampire somehow. And so, he also goes to the actor Peter Vincent for help, because of what Peter Vincent says, that he believes vampires, that he actually fights vampires. And so he tries to go for his help, but he also doesn't believe him either. And so they try to convince Charlie that he's not a vampire. So they try to get Jerry to drink holy water, but wasn't really holy water. So, until Peter sees that Jerry has no reflection in this mirror that was a prop from a movie that he was in. So now he's convinced that he's a vampire. And now Jerry then kidnaps Charlie's girlfriend and makes Charlie and Peter come to his house for a showdown, for like a big fight. And this movie definitely also had some very good vampire special effects that we saw, like prosthetic makeup for like vampires' cheekbones, their eyebrows, and their teeth, of course, as well. We also saw some stuff we never normally see in vampire movies, like that a cross doesn't work unless you have faith in it, and that a vampire cannot come into your house. They have to be invited into your house by the rightful owner. They can't just come right in, they have to be invited in. And also we saw the vampires take form of a bat and a wolf. And also the bat special effects, it was just a puppet, but it's better than the CGI stuff we have today. So it looks more real, in my opinion though, in my opinion. Yeah, so they go to rescue Amy. They have their showdown with Jerry. They succeed in killing him. The mutilation for the vampire mutilation was really cool. He just went wrapped in flames into a skeleton. So this movie was definitely a really good movie. It had a big impact when it came out. It was a big phenomenon. This movie spawned some comic books, and a sequel came out 3 years later. I probably know what you're thinking of now. Do I own the sequel? Do I own the sequel? Well, the answer to that is yes. Yes, I do. Fright Night Part 2. I own the sequel. Some people don't know about this sequel because when it came out, it only had a limited release in the theater. And also, this movie is not as popular as the first movie. And this DVD that I have that you see right over here is out of print. It's no longer manufactured, so you can only get this off of Amazon and eBay. That's where I got mine, off of eBay. So, it's the only place where you can get it now. This movie was directed by Tommy Lee Wallace, who directed movies like Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, It, and the sequel to John Carpenter's Vampires Los Muertos. So he directed this movie. We had returning characters like William Ragsdale, returning as Charlie Brewster, and Roddy McDowall, returning as Peter Vincent. This movie takes place 3 years later. Charlie's now attending college, and he's seen some therapy because of his nightmares, his memories of Jerry Dandridge that's haunting him, so he's just having some therapy for that. And now he's convinced that vampires don't exist. That was just a figment of his imagination. And he has a new girlfriend in this one. Her name is Alex, played by Tracy Lynn. And she was pretty good in this as well. It's a new girlfriend, but they don't mention his other girlfriend, which I thought was just a minor downfall. Just a minor one. Not that big deal, though. And we have these new strange people moving into this apartment building that Peter Vincent lives at. So they move in, but these people are just really mysterious. They kind of remind them of vampires, and so Charlie is trying to get help from Peter again to like help him stop these vampires, but Peter doesn't believe him again. For some reason, he just doesn't believe him. And so they just think maybe it's just this just can't happen again. Maybe just vampires just the same thing can't happen again. Maybe just vampires just don't exist now all of a sudden. Until we find out that this new girl that moved into the new girl that moved into Peter Vincent's apartment, his neighbor, if I can say it. Her name is Regine, and that she is the sister of Jerry. So she wants revenge on Charlie and Peter for killing her brother. And she has help from these other monsters, like there was this vampire on rollerblades, there was this werewolf guy, and there was this guy that eats bugs. So they were a pretty good team. They were trying to help her kill Charlie. Well, actually not kill Charlie, I'm sorry. The punishment for Charlie was she wants to make him into a vampire, so she turns him into a vampire. She bites him when he's asleep, so he's starting to become a vampire slowly every day. It's starting to take its effect every day. And so, but Peter is one day convinced that she is a vampire through the same way, through a mirror, no reflection. This movie was definitely not as good as the first movie, but I mean, when I first saw it, I didn't care for it that much. But over time, I definitely learned to like this movie. So right now, I do really like this movie. I would definitely recommend this to big fans of the Fright Night movies. Like, the good things was the monsters I just mentioned. They were pretty good. And also it was mixed with comedy, just like the first movie. It has some pretty good vampire mutilations at the end, too. Regine's death was the best one in the movie. I would have liked to have seen a Fright Night Part 3 after seeing this movie, but unfortunately it was never made. But we have a remake coming out, which, like I said, I'm a little worried for, but I'm gonna see it regardless. So, and, you know, I've been to horror conventions in the past. I would definitely like to meet the Fright Night people. I'd like to definitely meet Tom Holland, Tommy Lee Wallace, William Ragsdale, and Stephen Jeffries. I would like to meet them. Have them autograph those as well. think that's about it. So, see you later, and check out Fright Night.